How's it going, folks? I thought I'd pop on for about a half an hour, chat about the game. Obviously, a big, massive game at Celtic Park tonight against the European champions, Real Madrid. Keith here from Commander Hoops, Celtic. I wish I was at the game, but unfortunately, tickets are like gold dust. Like the weekend, couldn't get tickets. So pop on, have a chat with you, talk about the team news, talk about our chances beating the European champions, their team as well. It's obviously this is our first time being back in the Champions League since 2017-18 season. So exciting times, exciting night ahead. Have the European Cup beside me. Obviously, only elite clubs win the European Cup / Champions League. So that pop on, have a chat with you all. Majorities are probably going to the game. Some are in the pub. Some are watching it from home. Tell me where you are watching from, and I'll have a chat with you. So let me know what you think of the starting lineup. It's going to go through the starting lineup, which is as well. Have a chat, which is all about that. I've been looking at the Real Madrid side. Look at class players, the Galacticos, So let me see. Let me have a look. So Hart, Jovanovic, Maurice Jens, Carter Vickers, Taylor, McGregor, O'Reilly, Atate, Jota, Abada, and Giakoumakis up front. So looks like a strong team. But you know what? That was the team that I went for anyway. On last night's preview, that was the team I went for. Obviously Starfeld's going to be out for a couple of weeks, so we have on the bench Bain, Seacrest, Hasbanovic, Aramoy, David Turnbull, James McCarthy, Bernabé, Maeda, Jamesy, Ralston, and Welch. So yeah, massive. So get the comments in. I'm on live StreamYard. As I said, tell us where you are all watching from. Have a chat with you for about half an hour before I head off and watch the game on the L television. So it's better than not watching any game at all. So buzzing for it, absolutely buzzing for it. Obviously, can't wait to see the disco lights, all the setup. Little setup for the game. Bummer B jersey in the background, jersey down on the ground. The European trophy beside me. Get very superstitious when it comes to shit like this, but yeah, let us know. Don't mind the Barcast paint in the background. I think it's going to be a 2-all. I really think it's going to be 2-all. I said last night 1-all, but I've been thinking about it all day. Fancy 2-all. The end of the day, I've nothing to lose here. This is the type of performance that we can go out and make legendary statuses. Similar to the Barcelona game, playing a La Liga side that were like the best of the world at the time. So fingers crossed. Why are these comments not coming through? It's strange that the comments are not coming through. Let us drop a comment there if you can, please. Someone asked me earlier on, was it coming on live? I said I wasn't really in the mood, but I said I'll pop on and have a chat with you. I think the Champions League music is that to elevate me. So, yeah, let's see. Like the options, like if Kyogo come on in the second half, pace-wise, we do well. I think Atate will have a good game today. Hopefully Jota as well. Sometimes they do. Like some clubs do register their starting lineup literally a couple of hours before the game. But look, it's out there. And anyway, Ancelotti's a cracking manager, boy 67. Obviously, he hasn't beaten Celtic at Celtic Park. So we'll have a tough one ahead. As far as I know, maybe he has beaten us. I don't think he has beaten us. I think he's 2 draws in there and a win against us. Not a win, a defeat against us in 2007. And Scott McDonald and McManus scored. But everyone that's joining in now, hello to you all. I hope you're all doing well. So I'll pop on, have a chat with you. I don't have my tripods. I don't have my microphone. Unfortunately, just have to wing it. We're just freestyling with the hands, just going for the flow. So there we go. Go on, Keaty boy. Thanks very much for the comments, folks. Just want to say a massive thank you to everyone that has subscribed to the channel over the last 2.5 years. The channel is flying, thanks to you. We're money literally away from the golden Turnbull, the 14k. So fingers crossed, we'll hit that by the end of September. Never know. But look, anything on the channel that you want me to put up, like legendary players or debates, anything like that, please don't be shy. Get the comments in and then I'll look at it and I'll be like, you know what, that's what we're talking about. So just to recap, if you haven't seen the team, Hart, Jovanovic, Maurice Jens, Carter Vickers, Taylor, Callum McGregor, Matt O'Reilly, Etate, Jota, Abada, and Giacomakis. My predictions are going to go 2-all, Gilly and Elder. I'm going to fancy 2-all. As I said, there's nothing to lose here tonight. You know, we're playing against the European champions at Celtic Park. Just want to go out there, put a performance on. Might hit them on the counter attack. You never know. Sheriff beat them last season, so I wouldn't rule out. You know, I wouldn't say it's an upset. It's not an upset because we're in our home patch and we're playing phenomenal football, but we're playing against the best team in the world. You know, just heard the Madrid so one change with no reason. But look at. I'm going to actually talk about the Madrid side. I'm not going to lie to you. Some of the players I can't even pronounce. So just let me wing it. Just let me wing it, like, you know. 1 second now. 1 second now. So tell us where he's watching from. He's in the boozer. He's going to the game. He's watching from home. As I said. So Courtois and goal, Carvajal. I can't even pronounce this, that. Mitaro, Alaba, Tommy Cruz, Benzema, Modric. Some really good players in that team. Mendy as well, Vicentes Jr. I can't even. How the hell do you even pronounce that name? Number 18. Oh my God! Jeez, I'm not even gonna go on and try to learn how to pronounce that. It's a bit too late now. Buzzing for the game. Go and watch it and walk. On the hoops. Yeah, to be honest with you, obviously I wasn't gonna go out tonight, just not feeling the main west since the weekend, so to recover from home. Watch it for free, Derry. Great stuff. Great stuff. Great stuff. As I said, 2-all and fancy. Let me see. Banners. Bang. There you go. 2-all. Who's gonna score for Celtic tonight? People anyone's gonna say anyone. Those would put the ball in the back of the net. Take on goals, everything. I don't think it's going to be a scrappy game of football, to be honest. I think Callum McGregor will steer the ship for us in the midfield. Matt O'Reilly come up with the goods. Tate, want to see him hitting long shots as well, testing Courtois out. Courtois is a phenomenal keeper. You go back to that Champions League final against Liverpool, how well he played that night in Paris. Absolutely class. He's a class keeper. Modric, you know, the chap is like, what, mid-30s and he's still balling the game. What a player. Luka Modric. Like, these are just world-class players. Look at Benzema. Benzema was absolutely class last season in the Champions League. I think he scored 15 goals in the Champions League last season. So it's gonna be tough. But you know what? If Carter Vickers gets his shit together and Maurice Jens get their shit together, I think, you know what? We could stop this. We could stop the Madrid front line. You know, Vicentes Jr. is a cracking player as well. So keep the comments coming in. How's it going in London? Watching in the house, having a smoke, no alcohol. I'm not having any alcohol for it. So I feel watching it from BT Sports on my Fire Sticks, don't freeze. Well, I'm watching it from RTE, the RTE player tonight, because I don't have BT Sports. So yeah, it's better than nothing. Better than nothing. 29 years watching. As I said, if this is your first time popping in, say hello, and if you can subscribe to the channel, it would be deadly. Obviously, like little backdrop as well. Got this European Cup on DHK 3.5 years ago. 65 quid. So I just put a few ribbons on it. Obviously has Celtic 67 on it as well. But obviously the last two winners are not on it, so it's not steel. It's just like that hard plastic, if you're wondering. DHK, so cracking. Absolutely cracking. Well, I'm nervous. We're all nervous, you know. It's an occasion. It's good to be just back in Europe's elite competition and playing against these caliber teams. My prediction for the group overall, I think Celtic will finish on 9 points. That's what I'm predicting. I think we will get a results home to Shakhtar Donetsk, Red Bull, and maybe a win away in Warsaw. Don't fancy our chances away in Red Bull. Just have to see how they get on against Shakhtar tonight as well. We'll see what happens. Sure, you could see on YouTube, man. You don't want to be watching on YouTube, to be honest, with the streaming rights and stuff like that. So, nah, gonna have it more like, live. So, it's not always on YouTube as well for the UEFA copyright issues. But yeah, good suggestion though, Michael. Good suggestion. So yeah, get the questions in. Are you happy with the starting lineup? Is that solid enough to convince you that we could hold the fort against Madrid and won't be changing these obviously his tactics? He goes out and just plays the same style of football. And look at it works for us domestically. We had a good run last year in the Europa League as well, playing against the likes of Betis and Ferencváros and Bayern Leverkusen. We were lucky to get a result away from Leverkusen. Yes, they did hammer us at Celtic Park 4-0, but we did have our chances that night. We really did have our chances. I know their keeper was on fire, but I really believe we can get through this group. Before even the draw was done or the draw was even made, I was just kind of skeptical about the whole thing. But I'm confident. Let's see. Sean, nervous for this game. Wasn't nervous on Saturday, but yeah, see, domestic football is different. I know, obviously, it's against them, but I was a bit nervous on Saturday. I'm not going to lie. I was more nervous on Saturday than I am tonight because, it was going 5 points clear would have been outstanding, which we done. Champions League final was always shown on BT on YouTube. Yeah, on YouTube, yeah, but they won't show you the actual majority of the live games, like group games and last 16 games and stuff. I know that. I'll just end up watching it. RT was in Dublin, so yeah. You're happy. Once you're happy, that's the main thing. I know there'll be a lot of channels jumping on soon to do their pre-match chat. I don't usually do mine, but so they'll pop on and have a chat with you. Not a dodgy stream. No, the BT wants a proper stream. I'm talking about for the other games, So yeah. Let's see. A few people in. Get the questions in, folks. Get the questions in. How many points do you think Celtic will finish in the group? Just be honest. Do you think it's going to be 7 points to get Europa League, or it's going to be 9 points? Just be brutally honest. I'm going to get criticised here. It's all titled to opinion. It's all titled to opinion. Who do you think will score for Celtic as well? Like all these lads that we're playing against, majority of them experience within Champions League. Look at Benzema. I think he's 5 Champions League medals now. Modric, I think Modric is on 4. Could be wrong, 3 or 4. You're off to the pub. Enjoy. If we win the midfield battle, we'll give them a game. That's what I'm just saying, George. I definitely agree with you. I think we have the legs and the energy in there to be obviously get them a good game in the midfield. Aerial, not really. But look, we're not the tallest team in the world, to be honest with you. But take our chances. Take Jota for me tonight, different class. That's it. You get the likes of Jota that have a good game against the best team in the world. You'll have teams sniffing around. I know he's only had to obviously sign on a permanent deal over the summer, 4-year deal with the potential chance of another year extension. I know people are saying it was a 5-year deal. Celtic announced it as a 5-year. It was actually a 4-year deal with the option of the contract extension. But look, to keep Jota for that long it'd be madness. It'd be madness. Obviously, we're known as a selling club at this race. So once Jota can pull up with the form he's been on, it'd be amazing. I think Jota will score tonight. I really do believe he will score. 3-1, Kyogo. Come off the bench and score. The only thing I fear, to be honest with you, Michael, is if we start showing this team too much respect because they're the best team in the world and all this malarkey. Don't be showing them too much respect. Get in, get the forced tackle in, start getting stuck in, try win the aerial threat, even though we're not the tallest team in the world. Ange came out and said it, did last week, but let's see. We just have, I think we really believe we have the pace in the midfield and up front, even the wing backs, we have enough pace there to cause Madrid problems with the crosses and stuff. So let's hope Jovanovic and Taylor, get up that, this, for a lot of these players, this is a Champions League debuts as well. A lot of people forget about that. So hopefully the occasion doesn't overwhelm some players. But, footballers dream about playing games like this, being in the highest stage in Europe in club football. I think Jovanovic will destroy it tonight. I be honestly think Jovanovic will do well against Vicente Stuller. Oh, how's it going, Brian? What's the crack? How are you? Hope you're well. Win this one tonight. Remember what's called against. I wouldn't even be looking into the whole Barcelona story. Barcelona was 10 years ago. 10 years ago, you know, we had some cracking players then. We were just a really good physical team then. Like there's something different about this Ange team that we've seen before. It's just the football we're playing is phenomenal. Some people are tipping them to be as good as the 2003 Martin O'Neill side that got to Seville. I think the Martin O'Neill's side obviously had Henrik, and we had a lot of leaders in there that could take the captain's armbands. So hopefully Joe Hart pulls off a good performance tonight. He's going to be tested by Real Madrid big time. But once he doesn't come out of his box, start acting to go. You can't act like that, and you won't get the time in European football to be coming out, to your halfway line. We're not playing against Livingston. So yeah, 2-1 the Hoops, Donny. Hopefully. If this is your first time tuning in, folks, I see a lot of familiar names. Please hit that subscribe button below. It will be really appreciated. And the voice hasn't recovered over the weekend, so if it's a bit groggy, I do apologise. Do apologise. Hey, Donny boy. Big Jens. Fantastic point. Big Jens. Definitely. I think Maurice Jens, why not? Just keep trying to ping the ball into him as much as if we can get any, any corners, any set pieces. Yo says Benzema hat-trick. Look, Benzema is a world-class striker, but I'm not hoping a Benzema hat-trick tonight. He literally took Madrid to that final and won it, and obviously didn't score in Paris, but yeah. Sure, all our voices are groggy. singing too many songs, having too many drinks. Any concerns about Maurice Jens starting? No, I would have preferred Starfelt, but he obviously wasn't fit. I'm confident with Maurice Jens starting, to be honest with you. Like, could be saying that completely different in 2 hours' time. Could be like Arsenal TV on this, shouting the gaff down. But we'll see what happens. I'm a bit confident. I'm confident with the whole crop of players out there that we can put a show on and, give Madrid a game. I'm saying 2-all. I'll be honest with you, I'm saying 2-all, but my head's like, we could get a spanking tonight. So, gotta have a bit of faith. Gotta have faith. All the fuss about an ex-cleaner from Madrid. What's this all this fuss about? What's this? I don't even know. But it's good to see Roberto Carlos at Celtic Park as well. The legend himself, one of the best free kick takers of all time. I think, everyone's going to be watching this game tonight. The whole world's going to be watching Real Madrid v Celtic, and hopefully Matt O'Reilly can score. Anyone. I'm glad I gave the drink up, otherwise I'd be MIA. Oh, well, some people are still MIA after the weekend. I know a few folk that stayed in Glasgow from the Saturday up to now. So, fair play. I'm going to have a bleeding some serious bank loan to do that. I'm glad. Any more comments coming through? That's it. Some people are saying that it's more of an experience for the lads to go out there and play against Europe's elite. But at the same time, as I said already, Brian, you need to go out there and give these players a chance. Don't give them the respect. Get stuck into Modric. Break Modric up. Get stuck into Benzema. Stuck right into him. None of this bullshit of leaping off him. At the end of the day, Carter Vickers and Jens, I think they could do a job at the back, big time. And just hopefully Greg Taylor keeps that form up, and hopefully he doesn't get roasted. And that's just for the whole team. I hope the whole team doesn't not get roasted. Especially in the midfield. You don't want to see a 36-year-old Modric running shreds against you. Look at the guy's a fucking cracking player. He dragged Croatia into the last World Cup finals. He was absolutely phenomenal. But no, didn't get a ticket. Didn't get a ticket, man. Couldn't get a ticket. I couldn't even get a ticket for the derby the weekend. It was absolutely shocking. Shocking stuff. So the armchair assault is out tonight with big ears and the, Yeah, as I said already in the channel, folks, we have nothing to lose here. We win this tonight, we're making history. We're making history. We need Celtic Park to be a fortress again. Big time. This is the game every player wants to be involved in. Big test, but we could really be making been making of our season. So far, our season's been phenomenal. You know, it could be an extra, an extra topping to the pizza. All right, definitely, we Jill, definitely. You leave my hair alone. It's like a Donald Trump wig. What you make of the derby, Keith? Well, look, Anthony, I do apologise. I didn't come on after the derby. I was in the Brazen Heads all day, and there was no way I was coming on after that. I do a post-match reaction. I was just like, voice club. I thought we played really well. I was a bit, be honest, even though we scored in the second half, I was a bit disappointed that the way we went with the second half of the game, very similar to the 3-0 game in February. I thought we took the foot off the pedal a bit and gave Rangers more. Look, Rangers slowed the game down for the first 20 minutes till we got them goals, but I thought we were outstanding, absolutely outstanding, and it's great to see that way. That put will be rent free in their heads until the next time we play them, and they might drop points against Aberdeen the weekend, and we take advantage by being Livingston. The last time this happened, a certain Greek man missed a penalty, and you know what? He redeemed himself, and I hope Giakoumakis tonight can give Madrid a problem, especially up there, stuck in, real physical man. Was a compliment from a bald man. I'm been bald. Look at most of mine's bald anyway, except the top. Except the top. Yep. How's it going, Ryan? Hope you're well. 3-0 half time, and then the rest for a few for Livy on Saturday. Hopefully, Magic 67 viewers. As I said, if this is your first time popping in, say hello, subscribe to the channel. Channel is flying. Look at the amount of subscribers. We're up to 13.4, and I'm sure there'll be just more and more to come in the next couple of months. As I said in the channel, I will try to get a couple of games in the next couple of months when I'm settled more in Scotland. Just it's been a difficult time at the moment, going job to job, doing other stuff. But look, we'll get there. Rome wasn't built in one day. We're playing as a unit, something we never had. I wouldn't say unit, George. Like, it is a good point. I completely agree with you. We need to be going as a defensive unit, but Ange doesn't change his philosophy of football for anyone, and that's and tonight we could get spanked the FIFA score, or we could come out and pull off a massive shock to the rest of the world. Ancelotti's a phenomenal manager. This is his last season as a manager, and we'll see what happens. What made you move? Just the cost of living in Ireland's just out of this world, and I love Scotland, and we have a family over here, and I want to be closer to this football team and making this more of a successful channel. So there was all gains in doing it. Who do you think's Real 14-1? I said earlier on the podcast, why not test them out? Test Quatuor out from outside the box. Why not? Thank you very much. Was it the weather? Oh, definitely the weather. It's great. It's definitely the weather that I moved to Scotland anyway. It does be a little bit warmer in Scotland in the summer than it does be in Ireland, about 2 degrees or something. But in the winter, it's well colder. You don't need about 50 Columbia jackets at this rate. And it's going to be a cold winter, as they keep telling us. But look, our Celtic will get us through it. Definitely. Let's have it. I just can't wait to hear the Champions League music. I think we're all buzzing there. And then the disco lights, Callum McGregor will have them all pumped up. Big Angel will have them pumped up as well. Oh, yeah. It's not much of a difference, but it's more of a thing I'll talk about off the channel. Best move for your channel, Paddy Bowers are doing even Haaland. Are City playing tonight? I didn't really give a shit about other teams, to be honest with you. Once the green and white are on, that's the most important. Look, all I can say to it, in your heart, you don't want Celtic to lose. No one wants Celtic to lose. But in your mind, if we lose, don't get bogged down about it. Don't get bogged down about it. As I said, if we come away with something spectacular, even a 2-2 draw or a 1-1 draw, a point from Madrid, I would be over the moon. I'll absolutely be over the moon. So yeah, how's it going in Derry there, man? I hope you're doing well. Thanks very much for tuning in. Daryl, great to see you, bud. Great to see you. Haven't See you in a while. I'm buzzing as well. Fingers crossed. It's great to see different hairstyle each stream. Then I'll be bald the next time. That's the missus. She has me on my toes. Get me haircut every 2 weeks. I swear to God, can't keep women happy these days. I just think I'll just get a silicone doll at this rate. At least they can chill and watch the Champions League. Me and no moaning about them. 2-1 Celtic. Every Celtic fan that will be watching. How's it going? Everyone is. Yeah, that's it. Completely agree with you. Like at the end of the day, Madrid, look at, on paper, they're more on paper, and everyone knows that we're the underdogs. But you know what? Some people might say it's men versus boys, but I don't agree with that. I think we have enough European experience in that squad, from Joe Hart to James Forrest to Callum McGregor, to actually, gel the occasion. I'm gonna go 2-2, Brian. That's it, Donny boy. Completely agree with you. How's it going in the Cat County of Kilkenny? Hope you're well. I was on the plane home the other day, chatting to a lad from that runs one of the Celtic supporter groups in Kildare. And he was an absolute lovely gentleman, legend. And I said I would catch up one time. He's back in Glasgow, but he was saying he lives down in Waterford, just literally on the border of Kilkenny there. So yeah. Oh, unbelievable, wasn't it? The bloody Sunday one. It was absolutely class. It was unbelievable. Hopefully the one tonight is going to be a different level as well. Fingers crossed. I'm going to be jumping off in about 10 minutes. So the 60-70s, unbelievable to see. Whoever's at the game gives a hands emoji there as well. Greetings from Goliath. How's it going in Galway? Hope you're well. Fantastic county. Lovely people. Never met a bad Galway person. Always nice. Legends. Never met a bad Kilkenny person as well. Or a Derry person. It's not where you're from, it's who you are. So yeah. So let's talk about the team again. Just to recap, if he's only joining in and he haven't seen the starting lineup, I'll just go talk us through in the bench as well. So 2 phones. Hart, Jovanovic, Maurice Jens, Carter Vickers, Taylor, McGregor, O'Reilly, Etate, Jota, Abada, Giakoumakis. On the bench will feature Bain, Seacrest, Kyogo, Hasbanovic, Aaron Moy, David Turnbull, James McCarthy, Berdabe, Maeda, Forrest, Ralston, and Welch. I'm not even going to try pronounce the Real Madrid squad. I can't. So just go with the flow. I'm no football pundit. I'm no Gary Neville or football podcaster, but it's all a bit of crack. Is Kyogo on the bench? He is indeed. Look, he made the bench. That's the most important thing, and he can be a threat for us, as we all know. I see him fall on the weekend. I was worried, but at the same time, it was a bit funny. It was a bit funny, Just like shout out to Neil Lennon, wishing El Ange the very best in the Champions League. He was asked by TalkSport how would Celtic get on, and he's talking about his Barcelona result and saying he texted Ange over the weekend as well, wishing him the best, and he said Ange deserves it because of the way he picked the pieces up from last season. I think Lenny's starting to come to grips around how much of a disaster it was. But yeah, I'm going to jump off myself, folks. I'm going to jump off. I hope everyone enjoys the game. Fingers crossed we score against them tonight, and place is electric. As it's going to be. I fancy 2-2 Celtic. So please do subscribe to the channel if you have not. I'll be back for post-match reaction. Say about 10:30. So I'll speak to you all soon. Take care. Hell.